Climbing Everest is not the way it feels to be. It's really a different game up there. It breaks you emotionally and physically as well. When I was up there, I was almost dying and I had no idea about whether I'd be back or not. So Everest is not the way you think about it. One must really not underestimate this mighty big mountain. Hi, my name is Razali. I'm a climber from Kashmir. It has been my dream since childhood to climb Mount Everest, the top of the world. So recently I left for the expedition on 29th of March from here to Kathmandu, and it was 31st of March I reached Kathmandu. So once I reached Kathmandu, it was all going good. I was in a new city, a new country, new culture, new people. Everything was different for me, and it was the first step towards my goal. Everything was going fine. So after a couple of days, we left for the base camp from the nearest airport. We took a heli straight to the Lukla, and once we reached Lukla, we took another heli to the Namche Bazaar. So after reaching Namche Bazaar, we started our trek towards the base camp. And after I guess 3 or 4 days, we were in the base camp. So once I reached the base camp, it was all different. Look, those big mountains and those 7,000 meter peaks all around me. It was a different feeling I cannot express. Reaching the Everest base camp is also an achievement. So it was amazing. I'm currently shooting with 3% battery, but I think it's been snowing like 2 hours. It was the first night I was going to sleep in my tent. The next morning when I woke up, everything was literally frozen. My sleeping bag was frozen, my water bottle was frozen, and I was like shocked. I was like surprised for a while, like, am I really gonna survive these things for the next 4 weeks? It was amazing. Crossing the Khumbu ice fall it's very tough, I should say, and for me it has been the toughest thing I have ever done in my life. Bismillah. Like literally when I stepped on the first ladder ever in my life, it was tough. And the moment I stepped on the ladder, I was not able to look down. It was horrible. So I just clipped my rope in. I just tried my best to cross it, but I did. So later on, there were around like 30 ladders I had to cross in the Khumbu icefall each time I'm crossing it. There are not only like one ladder, there are certain places where there are like 3 fixed ladders tied to each other and you have to cross them all the way. And while crossing the Khumbu icefall, you're not allowed to rest for a while there because it's very dangerous. It's always moving. It's moving ice, and you're not allowed to stop there for a long time, so you have to keep going, and it's a really hard climb. I should say the hardest part of Everest is the Khumbu Ice Fall. So you might be also seeing me like inhaling into my down mat, because people are wondering what he's doing. It's actually my mat which I need to put down under the sleeping bag, because you cannot just sleep on the ice, because just below my tent it's all ice. So you just need to inflate it up all the way up there, and even you need to carry it all the way up there. And after going again up, you just have to deflate it and just roll it in your bag and just carry it up. Going from Camp 1 to Camp 2, tomorrow Camp 3, and day after Camp 4, and summit, hopefully. You know, I'm just 18 years old and I live in the place which is surrounded by the mountains, so it has like really been my dream to climb Everest, and it's almost every mountaineer's dream to climb and reach the top of the world, so it was mine as well. But climbing Everest is not the way we think it is. It's all different. Also, when you're walking on the ice, you know the other factors as well, like there's the lack of oxygen, and you're already at such height, so your body starts giving up each and every moment you're walking. You have to keep in your mind that you must not slip down into a crevice, because if you fall into a crevice, it's really hard to get someone out of it. So one must be really trained climber in order to get you out of a crevice. You know, Everest really broke me emotionally as well. I remember the day when I was in my tent and suddenly I just unzipped my bag and I found a letter of my sister. Like, she already knew I'm going here, and it really broke me emotionally up there, and I had no idea whether I'm going to come back or not. So it was really hard for me. One of the most horrible moments up there on the Everest was the massive traffic jam up there, and you might have seen this footage all over the world. It was globally published as well. The thing is, like, there were around 300 people climbing on a single rope on the same day, and it was not possible to summit on the same day. So I just stepped out of the rope and started shooting this video. Like, it was amazing up there. It was crazy and insane. Like, people were literally pushing themselves up there on the mountain. They had no idea, like, are they going to come back or not. And one of the heartbreaking moments for me was when my oxygen regulator broke off. It was not working, and I talked to my Sherpa. He was like, "You're gonna kill yourself if you stay here for long, and we cannot go up." made, I guess, the toughest decision of my life. Like, for your dream, which I have been preparing for like so many years and so much money, but at the end of the day, I had to give up and come down in order to save my life. Because when I was up there, I realized that the summit is not everything. The mountain would be always up there. There's always a next time. So I just ended up coming down. I should say it was the wisest decision I have ever made in my life, but at the same time it was the toughest decision as well. Because making such a decision, like I have been preparing myself in those 60 days just for that summit day, but at the end of the day I had to choose my life over the death. When I was up there, I saw the life versus death battle up there. So now I'm back alive. It really means a lot. So the summit is not everything. What matters is the experience I had up there, and this experience I'll be taking with my life whole time. And it also changed me in every perspective. My perspective for climbing has really changed. So the summit is always up there. You're gonna always come next time. The mountains are always up there, but your life really matters a lot. And if I had made the decision wrong, I might not have been alive right now.
Day 3 at Camp 2.